As a firefighter EMT for over a decade, I have seen many, many motorcycle accidents, and that's what prompted me to be focused on motorcycle safety now. So, we're going to watch 2 motorcycle crashes, and we're going to talk about how we can prevent those, especially if you're in California. One's a lane splitting one, which happens quite a bit over there. All right, so this video is the vid of this accident. Geez, I think I got it. This video of this accident was viewed by the insurance company. They concluded this biker was 100% not at fault. That got me a little scared there for a second, you know? So lane filtering, remember all you have, there's that open spot. Man, that was that open spot pattern that we see all the time. And he dumped the bike prior to the impact, so it was a panic brake. But the insurance company said the car driver was at fault, right? So the car driver is at fault for the incident, but remember, it's our responsibility for our safety. The insurance company's not going to do much when, you know, you're dead, right? They're not going to do much. They're really not going to do much. The main thing here is keeping yourself alive, and this is that pattern which we're going to talk about. All right, so this is that pattern right away. We already see it. Take a look right here. This big open spot right here. This car right here could easily want to come in here because if this lane is slow and this lane is moving, boom, I got a nice little open spot I can get in. And that right there is what I want you guys to watch out for. So when you're lane filtering, look out for that scary situation. That right there, okay? So if you're right here and you see this, go ahead and roll up the throttle a little bit. And when you get through it, go ahead and roll it on. Roll off, roll it on, roll it off, roll it on. Do it nice and smooth, prep and ready for your brakes, because you don't have a lot. So if somebody does come out, you could hopefully get to that shoulder as quick as you can. Here we go. So we looked down for a split second because he was looking at his mirrors right there. So that's one of the big issues I have with bar end mirrors. I want you guys to keep your mirrors up. I understand cafe racers and a few other bikes love having these things, especially if they're weighted so your hands don't vibrate too much. But go ahead and keep those rabbit ears, guys. So as soon as we looked up, we're not prepared. What brown? I already gave it to you. Brown stage, everybody. Got my brown pantalones on with my little socks. It's really cold. It snowed here in Tucson. It's pretty crazy. Anybody here in Arizona? It went a little nutty. So anyways, big open spot. This is the scary part. Now, we have only a few options. Progressively brake and not dump the bike, or swerve now that we're in this open area. So if we're over here, we can hopefully do this. Now, no, don't be on the wall. I can't draw very well. But here's the thing. Hopefully you can do that. That's pretty scary because remember, we're in lane position 1, 2, and 3. Having to swerve from lane position 3 all the way to the shoulder is scary. Wouldn't it be easier if we could just, do this? Yeah, but we can't do that because it's lane filtering. So this is that big scary thing when it comes to lane filtering. You have to swerve across a full lane onto a shoulder to dodge any of these big issues. But remember, this is probably what you're going to have to do. So right here, what do? We have to swerve to the shoulder. Pretty scary situation. Can't do much. If we were in lane position 1, it would have been easier just to swerve, but we can't do that when we're lane filtering. So when we see these patterns, this is pretty much the only option we have outside of really good braking. Okay? So I wish we could do this because that would have been easy, going from lane position 3 to the lane position 1 over here, but we can't. We have to go all the way around there. And that's really hard at high speeds. Anybody here has tried to do swerves at high speeds? It's almost like you barely move. When at low speeds, you can go dunk and dive and dodge wrenches and stuff. But the thing is, we don't have a lot of room, don't have a lot of time, so we should not be speeding. We should pick our lane filtering times as when we absolutely need to. It should be used as a tool, not as a normal mode of transportation. And then why do we fall right here? It's that panic brake, okay? Practice your braking. Look, we could maybe have swerved. You don't have to brake all the time. Thankfully, he wore full gear. So, the smart rider principles, everybody. Acquire and utilize personal protective equipment. It's exactly what we should be doing. All right.
Excessive speed and a huge mistake of the driver who switches several lanes at once and ends up across the road leads to a situation where the biker doesn't have any chance to...
Okay, side of the vehicle right there. You see it already. You see the side of the vehicle. Good head check. He's switching lanes. Okay, we fully expect that person to stay in that lane. Okay, we're going to get past that person. Boom. Now we got another one. Another one. Oh, only rear brake on that one. Only rear brake on that one. You guys see that? All right, so here's the thing. So we're riding, and this is what I like. So he's gonna talk a little bit. We're in lane position 1 for our area. I know it's different in different places. So lane position 1, lane position 2, and 3, right? That's a goofy looking 2. Anyways, we're in this lane position. So an easy adaptation. Okay, we're positioned for safety. We located this hazard right here. And now we're gonna adapt to the side of the vehicle hazard by just kind of switching lanes. Boom, non-issue, right? Instead of being this person way over on the right, having to go, whoa, bro, and doing that. That's why I like positioning for safety. You're setting yourself up for success on that one. So we're going to get over here. So good head check. He's double checking so he can switch lanes safely. Doesn't hit anybody else. Boom. Good job. Now look, he's going 60. Okay, so he's going 60 right now. And look at this. We have another, as soon as it goes back into full view, we got another situation. So just because we get from yellow stage, orange stage, back to yellow stage doesn't mean we can't go right back to orange stage. If you watched my recent ride along with Dan and the Fireman video on motorcycle training concepts, I'm constantly doing this: yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange. If you want to check it out, link is going to be in the description. There you go. So anyways, we got another side of the vehicle. We got to be concerned about that. So we now are back in the orange stage. So we got to slow it down. So it looks like we slowed it down just a little bit. This guy's not paying attention. Remember, it doesn't matter how good your fundamental skills are, you know, the M in SMART. If you don't have good situational awareness, your brain is the biggest and most important thing on your body when it comes to stuff like this. So that rear tire is skidding. Okay, that rear tire is skidding. So how do we deal with that? How do we deal with that? You don't want it to skid, so you release that rear brake, reapply it. Okay, so definitely not ABS on this, but he's also not doing progressive rear or front brake pressure. And if you notice, there's a gap over here. So while he's skidding, could have released it and then now swerved and got himself out of there. Okay, don't marry yourself to the first emergency move you do. Do not marry yourself to it. You know, don't sign that contract. Don't walk down the aisle. All right. You can break up with the braking. If you don't like it, you can go ahead and move on to the swerve. But this right here, there's that impact. Oof, pretty bad. So now we have front impact to our genitalia, your pelvis, your femurs, now your face. He only had a 3/4 helmet, I believe. So maybe front end trauma. This right here, everybody, is what convinced me to get a full face helmet. This right here, I've been on a patient just like this, and I've already said the story multiple times, but this right here is what I was talking about. But they hit a car. Okay, they hit a car face first. This is the top of the car. Boom, like this, right? Like this. What's up, everybody? Hit it like that. Became the predator. Okay, dead. They died. But that's exactly what it looked like when we did the whole mechanism of injury and recreated a lot of the incident. This is what it looked like because he had injuries sustained that were very indicative of this. So be very careful with that. Okay, move yourself out of that situation by swerving if you have to. Braking's not always the thing. Full face helmet would protect your jaw right there. Your jaw. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you click that like button or watch this video to get more information on how to be a smart rider. All right, guys, with that said, hope to see you on the live stream. Yeah.